Welcome back, 6th grade scholars. Again, I am Miss Terry. We will be continuing our lesson on measures of center for SOL 6.11b. Our objective of the day, I will be able to determine the impact of measures of center when data changes. You will need your notebook and pencils, and we will be using the Desmos online calculator. So let's go ahead and get started. We will begin with going over our answers from the independent practice from yesterday's session. Problem states, look at the weekly temperature to the right. On Sunday, the meteorologist predicted a warm day and that the high temperature will be 76 degrees. What impact do you think this will have on the mean, median, and mode of the data set? So your responses could vary. I just placed in here mean and median may be higher, and there will be a mode based on the information from the predicted day. But I want to prove it. So the mean for our first set of data, Tuesday through Saturday, is listed here. We have a mean of 67 4/10 degrees, a median of 72 degrees, and there is no mode based on our data. Now, perhaps you may have a median of 76. If you did, the most common error was you did not change or place your data in numerical sequence. So you always want to make sure it's in numerical order. Whether ascending and descending, it needs to be in order. The second set of data is when we added our predicted temperature, high temperature for Sunday. So our data sets change from Tuesday to Sunday versus originally being Tuesday through Saturday. So we have a mean of 68 83/100 degrees. Our median changed to 73 5/10 degrees, and we now have a mode of 76. So our prediction was basically correct, that we thought the mean and median would be a little higher, and there would be a mode at this point. We will be working on this for the duration of the day. So the impact of data changes on measures of center, and we're going to do some scenarios. And again, we're going to use our Desmos Virginia online application. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. Once you click there, you're going to see it says make a copy. This will be linked in your learning plan for today, so no worries. I just want to do the first two questions we're going to do together. And then you will do independently numbers 3, 4, and 5. So it comes up. Then I'm going to go ahead and click here to get the Desmos app online calculator up. Then I'm going to split this over here so I can get a split screen, because we want to be able to utilize both of these at the same time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Please write down any notes as I'm going through scenarios 1 and 2. But scenario 1, the following are the results of the last math quiz. 55, 68, 55, 70, 62, 71, 81, 82, 63, and 79. Calculate the measures of center and write them below. So we're talking about measures of center. Again, habit becomes something that we do all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and place them in ascending order. So if I place these in ascending order, and you go ahead and do the same thing, and I'm going to use the keyboard, so you're not going to see me type. I'm just going to use the keyboard. So I'm 55, 55, 62, 63, 68, 70, 71, 79, 81, and 82. So that's my data in ascending order, and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and find my mean, median, and mode. So I'm going to go over here to my online calculator. And remember, the first thing I'm going to do, function, mean, and I can use either my ascending order or I can use my original set to find the mean. I'm going to go ahead and just use it what's in ascending order. Mean, go back to my main, and I'm going to place again. I'm using my keyboard today. 55, 55, 62, and you should be able to see it changing as I'm keying it into the Desmos application. 70, 71, 79, 81, and 82. So perfect. I have 68 and 6/10. And again, I want to try it one more time. So I always like to do everything in my calculator twice because we all make errors. So it's always a good thing to just kind of double check. Definitely nothing wrong with double checking. Rather be at least 95% right. Yes, and I have both of them the same. So now I know I'm correct. So I have 68 and 6/10 twice. Perfect. So my mean, I'm going to go ahead and place my information here. 68.6. And then my median is the number that's in the middle once it's in order. So this is already in numerical order. So I'm just going to try to figure out which one is which. So I'm going to say, okay, here we go. I'm just going to kind of make it a little bold. Let's see. So my median is the number that's in the center, in the middle, once my data is in order. This is already in numerical order because we place it in ascending order. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, okay, here's this one, lowest number, highest number. And I'm just using this as an easier way. You can definitely say, let me just count them out. Go on my lowest side, then my highest side. So what's left in the center? These two numbers right here. So those are my two numbers that are in the center. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and highlight those two numbers. So that's my center number, 68 and 70. So what's my median? 69. Remember, one way we can check the median, if it's two numbers in the center, I'm back to my Desmos calculator here. So I'm going to hit mean and 68, 70, and I have 69. So of course, I'm just thinking about it in the sense of, 68, 70 whole numbers. What's the whole number in the center? 69. So it wasn't really a need to do it, but that's how you see it in the calculator. And then my mode is the number that occurs most. The frequency that occurs most is the number 55. Perfect. Then I go here. The next part says, what do you think would happen to each measure of center if the student making a 62 completed a makeup quiz and received a score of 90? Well, in that case, I think, and remember, this is a prediction. So this is what your thoughts would be. And I can say, I think, I'm just going to write in here, I think that the mean and median will increase. Okay? That's my thoughts about it. You may say, I think it may go down. Be logical, because if we have a 62 and we drop that and include a 90, well, I think it will go up. Our mean and our median should go up because that's going to shift our numbers a little bit. But I think the mode will stay the same. Okay. All right. So then, what do you think the mean is going to be? Well, if right now it's 68 and 6/10, without the 90 and we get rid of a number that's a lot lower, I think it's going to go up, I think maybe about 70. So I'm going to go ahead and place 70 because, again, this is a prediction. And I think my median is going to go up. I'm thinking about 70 as well. So I'm going to put 70 here. And then my mode, I already said, I think it's going to stay the same. So this is my prediction. So these are my predictions. So I'm going to go ahead and place that in. Let's just do a pinkish color, salmon color. All right, so then I'm going to go calculate the measures. I'm going to calculate the measure of center with the new added score. So what's the first thing I want to do? I know I'm getting rid of the 62, but I'm going to replace it. I'm going to change it with the 90. So I'm going to go ahead and place them in order. 55. All right, 55. No 62 this time. 63, 68, 70, 71, 79, 81, 82, and instead I'm going to have a 90. So that's what I'm going to have for my second go. I'm going to count them again real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. So now let's see what our new results are going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and now I can do this one or two ways, and I'm going to show you both ways very quickly. Remember, we have both of these that are the same. So I can go here and look at the first one. I'm right here on my Desmos online calculator. I'm going to take out this 62. And I'm going to just replace it because I am replacing them, changing the number with the 90. So I get a 71 and 4/10. That's one way you can do it. Or you can do just like we did in the past. We have our function, we have our mean. I'm going back to my original setup data here, and I'm going to plug the numbers in. 55, this is my second check. 55, 63, 68, 70, 71, 79, 81, 82, 90. We get the same thing. So here's when I change that 62 to a 90. And this is just me doing it with the complete data. Same number both times. So my mean is 71 and 4/10. Okay. Not too far from what my prediction was. Not too bad. My median, again, middle number once they're in numerical order. So here's my lowest number, highest number, just separate it. Next, second number here. Next one. Here, I'm just separating them. You can see me just shifting. All right, and what's in the middle? 70 and 71. Well, again, whole number. What's in the middle of 70 and 71? 70 and a half. So I'm going to place 70, 70, and 5/10. But I'm going to check it. You know, we always like to check things. So let's go ahead and say here's our mean. Go back to my data. We said 70 and 71. Yes, 70.5. Perfect. So there we have that. And then our mode remains the same. So we did a good job with our predictions there. Okay. Number 2. So this is for scenario 2. Last week, Sarah earned $14, $10, $12, $15, and $13 by doing chores around the house. Calculate the measures of center and write them down below. So we're going to basically do the exact same thing. So this is how much money she received for those days. So let's go ahead and place this data in order. So again, I'm going to go 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to make sure I place the numbers in correctly. And let's go ahead and find our measures of center. So remember, here's all of my information in. So maybe I say, well, I don't want to see all this. I'm going to go ahead and clear it all. So I'm going to hit this clear all button here to get rid of all of that information from scenario 1. And I'm going to go ahead and find my mean for my next set of data. All right, so here we go. Using the keyboard again. 14, 15, and I have a mean of 12 and 8/10. So I want to check it again. Mean. And I know you say, I don't want to check it again. Again, sometimes it's just easier for me to ensure that I'm getting the correct answer by checking it twice. Only takes a few seconds. So let's go ahead and get in a habit of checking our information twice when we can. All right. So 12 and 8/10, we get the same thing. So remember, the mean of this data is $12.80 because we're talking money. So I want to try to keep it in the sense of what we're talking about at this point, $12.80. Our median, what's the number that's in the direct center? This is already a basic list. We already placed it in numerical order. So what's in the middle is only 5 numbers, 13. So our median is $13. Great. And our mode, well, all of the numbers are different. So if we have all of the numbers that are different, that means what? No mode. And I'm just going to put no mode there. Then it says this week Sarah had cheerleading practice after school and only earned money for chores on 4 days. She earned $14, $12, $15, and $13. How do you think the measure of center will be affected by earning for 4 days instead of 5? Well, let's look at our numbers. And again, so we have 14, 12, 15, and 13. Which one was deleted? Well, the $10, the lowest amount there was taken away. So I think our mean may be a little higher, just a tad, because the lowest number came out, maybe. Well, that's what I'm going to say. I think it's going to be just a little higher. And I think because our median, because the numbers are so close together, I think it's going to go up, but just a little bit. Some said the mean will increase. This is what I think. All right. I think it will increase slightly. Okay. All right. And then I will say the median will increase. I'm not sure about that increase. It's probably going to be a smaller amount, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to put the median will increase. And then I want to maybe say, what else I want to say? The mode. Let's think about the mode. I think it's still going to be the same. So we're going to say the mode will remain the same. All right. So this is just nice, simple, to the point. No biggie. All right. So let's go ahead and find our mean. So let's go ahead and find our mean. So let's go ahead here. And remember, so we can do it 2 ways, and I'm going to do it both ways. Here's my original. I'm taking out the $10. I'm going to take that out, and I placed us looking at it from our prediction. So let's make our prediction first. So if I make my prediction, so I said the mean and will increase slightly, and the median will increase. All right. And the mode will remain the same. So based on our information, I think my median right now, our mean is $12.80. So I think it's going to go up to about $13. So I'm going to place here $13. This again is our guess. And I think our median, it's already at $13. So I may say, if I say it's going to go up a little bit, maybe I say it's $13 and don't think it's going to be a more, because all of our numbers are still different. So now I'm going to go ahead and calculate. So when I calculate my information here, I'm going to say, again, if I look up, I can change my data. So originally the data had the 10. I removed the 10 here, and then therefore I have the 13 and 5/10. And then the second way was just inputting my data just like it was given to me, and I get 13 and 5/10. As money, we're talking $13.50. So we have $13.50 as our mean. Oh, look, very close. We did a great job making that prediction. Our median, and again, in order, once your data is in order. So let's say 12, 13, 14, and 15. So what's directly in the middle? We have 12 as our smallest number, 15 as our highest number. What's in the middle? 13 and 14. What's in the direct middle of $13 and $14? You guessed it, $13.50. Perfect. And then again, there is no mode. So we hit that on the head. We did a great job making those predictions. So your work, your independent practice will be to complete number 3, which is just like what we did, but you have to read through it, because remember, we did something when we changed the mode. We removed the mode, removed the number, changed the number, and added a number to the data set. So these, just make sure you read it so you'll know exactly what it's asking you to do for each set. And don't forget to place your predictions there. And then you're going to recalculate. You're going to compare, recalculate, jot down some notes on there if you like. And then number 4, you're just going to answer some questions based on the information that's provided. Very thought-provoking, so think about it. Try to prove your thinking. Okay, so not only explain your thinking, prove your thinking. And then number 3 basically goes through the same thing. So you have, that is your independent practice for our lesson today. Again, it is linked in your learning plan. I'm going to go ahead and close these things out. So this will be found in your learning plan, so you can work on those. All right. So here's a little one for you from the cartoon section. On average, when people say average, they mean mean. When I say average, I mean mediocre. I'm somewhere in the middle. Who's right? Who's wrong? Good question. So your independent practice as stated, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to go to your learning plan, pull those down. You know how to make the copy. And again, keep a copy or two. And if you want to share your answers with me, I'll make sure I link my email there so you can share your answers with me as well. I may be able to play some of your answers or show some of your answers at another date. Don't forget, you need to spend about 10 to 15 minutes in your Dreambox account. And I think we will be done because I think we got it. I think we will be able to determine the impact of measures of center when data changes. Great job. See you all again at our next session together.